Welcome, GTT students. This is the introduction to design, and we're going to go over the design process. We're going to go over the design notebook. And so for today, your assignment is to look up vocabulary words and the meanings of 4 different words. And when you do that, make sure you write definitions that are in your own words so that it makes sense to you. Copying and pasting from Google doesn't help you understand a word. And so make sure you understand it and put it in your own words. The 4 words you're going to be looking at today is process, reflection, design, and metacognition. After that, we're going to answer the essential question and make sure you write a daily summary. All of this will be done in your design notebook, which is where you show all of your work and all of your hard evidence throughout GTT class. So for today, your essential question is, what are reasons for keeping a design notebook? And so we're going to look at that right now. Open up your design notebook, and you'll notice at the top each day has a little preview of what you're going to be doing throughout the whole project. And so if you click on day number 1, it is bookmark to take you right to where you need to be. So as you go throughout the design notebook, if you're on day 2, day 3, or day 4, you don't have to scroll all the way down. Just click on day 3 if that's where you're at, and it'll take you straight there. Since we are on day number 1, I'm going to click on day number 1. And notice, first thing you need to do is write a daily goal. What's your goal for today for this one class for the next hour or so? Write it in here. Today, I would like to write it in. And our essential question that we're going to be focusing on is, what are the reasons for keeping a design notebook? As you go out throughout class, keep this question in mind, and at the end of class or whenever you know the answer to this question, write your answer in here. The purpose of using a design notebook is to what? And for the activity today, we're going to be looking at 4 vocabulary words. And so for each one of these, most students end up Google searching the meaning of them, which is totally fine. It needs to make sense to you. And so if you Google search each of these words, you may find different definitions. And I encourage you to think about the topic that we are in. So given that we are in GTT class and engineering class, try to narrow down your search to talk about that. So for process, you can see there is actually a link that's embedded here. And this will take you to a different link here that's talking about process. And read through it. It'll take a minute to actually try to comprehend what the meaning is, since we are not going to just copy and paste. And once you read through it, let's see, advance, mark gradual changes lead toward a particular series of actions or operations conducing to an end. The whole course of proceedings in a legal action, prominent or projecting part of an organism or organic structure. So we got to, again, narrow it down to the one we're talking about with GTT class. And so a series of blank or steps completed in order to, well, if we look back here, a series of actions or operations conducing to an end. So a series of actions I will type in here, completed in order to come to an end, in order to get the finished product, in order to reach the end. And so you're going to look up the other 3 vocabulary definitions, try putting it in your own words, and use complete sentences. When you are done with those vocabulary words, right at the bottom here, before we get to the end of day number 1, you have a daily summary. Every day you're in GTT class, you are going to be writing a summary of what did you learn today and what did you complete. So again, use complete sentences here. So you should have the daily summary, the vocabulary definitions, and then we can go back to the essential questions. The reasons for keeping a design notebook. Well, throughout GTT class, we have activities that are going to take 4, 5, 6 days to do, and we're going to have one spot to keep all of our work, to show off your drawings, your what you make and test, the results, your reflection questions. Everything we do is going to be put into this design notebook in one spot. So I hope that helps you answer the question. If you do have any questions, reach out to your teacher and we can help you get through day number 1.